Hi everybody, Troy from TR Tactical and Survival. I have a garage sale find of the century here. I have a compound bow from Golden Eagle compound bow, and this is the Cobra model. And it is pretty much hooked up. It's got a little wire guide for the arrow to keep it steady when you release it. It's got 3 sights on there. No idea what they're adjusted to, honestly. I didn't even think to ask when I was there. It's got the silencers on the string to help keep it quiet. I think they're called Whisper or something or other is the name of them. I'm set to 40 pounds, so it's not really very strong. He had it reduced down for his convenience. I think for hunting I'd have to take this in and get it tweaked and get it adjusted. But this is amazing. I got the bow and a tackle box full of broadheads and accessories and gear for a total of $5. Now, I could turn around and sell all of this I could sell the bow for $30 to $50 as it is, easily. And it came with multiple packages. Everything's open and loose, but here's a brand new package of broadheads, missing just one, which is in here somewhere anyway. $25, $30 package right there alone, right? It's all in there. The other broadhead is in there, brand new in the package. I mean, that alone would have been $5 for even the 2 broadheads in the package. That's $25, $30 for a set of broadheads like that. Let me show you over here all the gear I've got in the package deal. But the $5 is a deal of the century, I'd say. So I unfortunately have given away or sold almost everything I had through the years that was halfway decent. I'm not a bow hunter. I like shooting the bow for fun, but you'll never probably find me hunting. I'll never say never, but I'm not your typical bow hunter. I was quite impressed with Trucker Buck though when he was out here that time, and he slid one arrow, hit it with another, and hit it with another in the target. That was quite amazing shooting. Now that guy can shoot a bow. Me, I just like to play around a little bit. And oh, there's a baby ladybug. Don't want to kill them. I just like to play around with a bow and do some practice just for fun and improve my skills. But I do need to raise this up from 40 pounds. So let me show you all the gear I've got. Now, this is just mind-blowing, the deal I've got. And I've already sorted this. When I got it, it was all mixed and jumbled up together. So I've got a lot of squirrel field tips for squirrel hunting. There's a whole mess of these in there. I sorted out the better ones on top. It's got I guess it's small game, not just squirrel and rabbit. A whole mess of different weights and sized field tips, practicing or for field points. You can use them for small game hunting as well. There's packages and a whole tray here full of extra blades. There's a lot of blades in there. Hunting arrow, broadhead blades. There's a whole mess of them loose in here. I've got some very good condition broadheads. There's another. I think, yeah, there's the other one to this package. So there's like I said, a $25, $30 deal right there alone with this package. So really nice. There's some heavily used in practice broadheads. I think they were practiced with a lot. And there's a mixed jumble of all kinds of broadheads in here. Just a lot of different parts. Now, I've got some things that I don't even know what they are, to be honest. There's all kinds of stuff in here, hardware and equipment. This is a tool for putting together your broadheads, that I know. And then there's all these things, different parts and attachments and hardware. There's another string. To what bow it goes, I don't know, or, you know, whatever bow it goes to, I don't know, but there's a string. Now here's something very useful, is the nocks for the end of your arrows, I could make my own arrows. Now for survival, this is the ultimate thing to have in your kit. If you have nothing else but a bunch of knocks and in some way like thread to bind feathers, you can make arrows. Because this part here, for me, would be the hardest part of making an arrow yourself. So I have actually, in my survival bug out bag, I have to put it back in, but I have a mess of these. I'm reorganizing my main bug out bag, but I have a mess of these knocks, and I have fletchings, because there's not much weight to it, and having that in your bug out bag is important for long-term survival, because you can make your own bow, you can make your own arrows, you can make your own string. Although having the real string is a good idea. It saves you the time when you first head out into the field for a bug out scenario, a long-term survival, having a little bit of gear with you, stuff that you can put in your backpack and hike out on foot, something like that. I mean, that is great. This is going to go in my bag. That'll definitely help me for long-term survival. Now these are balancers. This actually, I'm going to look it up. It looks to be pretty valuable. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a cheap piece of hardware. It's actually Cobra brand. VibraCheck hydraulic stabilizer. Okay. Really nice. There's another heavy stabilizer. Now here's something really cool. This is a game tracker. Made in Flushing, Michigan, by the way, which I find pretty cool because I'm from Michigan. This is a whole spool of thread in there. You probably can't see inside. There's a whole spool of thread in there. You tie this to your arrow when you shoot. It helps you track the animal through the forest better. That's just really cool. Here's something I honestly can't tell you what it is. I just don't know. Anybody knows, please do tell. I just can't figure that one out. And then here's some other something else. This, not quite sure what that is. Something to do with your arrow, repairing or making arrows. There's all kinds of little pieces of hardware and sights and odds and ends in here. Just all kinds of little stuff. There's O-rings for your arrows. There's some, no idea what that is, Magna Grip jar opener. It has no need to be in there. So again, let me know if you know what that is. I have no idea. Some spring-loaded thing. Don't even know if it has anything to do with archery, to be honest. And that too, I'm not quite sure. It looks like an arrow goes in the top. It's probably part of a fletching tool. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal for $5. I mean, the stuff in the tackle box alone is worth probably a good $100 or a couple $100 new retail price. Let me give you a close-up here. So there's some of the stuff I got in the top. There's some pieces of field points, and there's all the stuff there. And then there's all your broadheads and parts. A whole lot of stuff in there. That's, I mean, seriously, that's for me a lifetime supply of stuff, because I don't hunt that much. And then this is going in my bug out bag. I do believe in preparing for long-term survival and why I practice archery in the first place. Because one day I might have to hunt for food, for life, for survival. So actually that stuff right there is probably going in my bag. The string and the knocks. And then there's the broadheads and all the tools and hardware and equipment. Actually, at a garage sale, the box alone would be worth $5. So there's a really good bargain. I am pretty satisfied with this deal. The Golden Eagle bow and the tackle box full of archery supplies. Not bad at all. Garage sales, you can find some really good equipment. So, Troy from TR Tech Tactical and Survival. Talk to you all later.